Hey America, it's election season again, and you know what that means? Electoral College time. It's that time of the year when everyone gets excited about voting, but also a bit confused about how it all works. It's that thing nobody understands, but everyone pretends to. You know, the system that makes you scratch your head and wonder why it's so complicated. Basically, it's how we pick our president. Instead of just counting everyone's vote directly, we have this intermediary step. Instead of a direct vote, we use this weird system. It's like a middleman that decides the final outcome based on a set of rules. Think of it like choosing a pizza topping by committee instead of just picking pepperoni like a normal person. Everyone has an opinion, and it gets complicated. The Electoral College is made up of electors, people chosen by each state. These electors then cast the actual votes for president. Each state gets electors based on its population. More people, more electors. It's supposed to balance the influence of each state. Simple, right? Well, hold on to your hats, folks, because it's about to get bumpy. The system has its quirks and controversies, making it a wild ride every election season. So why this crazy system? Blame the founding fathers. Don't get me wrong, those guys were brilliant, but they also wore wigs and powdered their faces, so, you know, nobody's perfect. They were worried about direct democracy, thought regular folks weren't smart enough to pick a leader. They also wanted to make sure smaller states had a say. The Electoral College was their compromise. It was supposed to balance the power between big states and tiny states, like trying to balance a bowling ball and a grape. Spoiler alert, it doesn't always work out so well. Okay, buckle up. Here's the gist. Each state gets a certain number of electors. Most states use a winner-take-all system. That means whoever gets the most votes in that state gets all the electors. It's like winning a board game where landing on Boardwalk gets you all the properties. To become president, a candidate needs a majority of electoral votes, which is 270. But here's the kicker. You can win the popular vote, most individual votes, and still lose the election. Yep, you heard that right. Ask Al Gore how he feels about that. Section 4. Good sides. Why some people like it. Now, some people love the Electoral College. They believe it plays a crucial role in maintaining the balance of power across the country. They say it forces candidates to campaign everywhere, not just in big cities. This means that even the voices in the smallest towns are heard and considered. It gives smaller states more influence, which is important in a big country like ours. This ensures that the interests of less populated areas are not overshadowed by the more populous regions. They argue it promotes stability by preventing extreme swings in policy. This stability is seen as a cornerstone of our democratic process, providing a steady hand in governance. Plus, it's been around for centuries, so why change it now? Tradition holds a lot of weight, and many feel that the Electoral College is a tried and true system. Because, and I can't stress this enough, it makes no sense. Critics argue that it is outdated and does not reflect the modern democratic values we strive for. It's like clinging to your first car, even though it's rusted, has no brakes, and runs on hopes and dreams. Sometimes, holding on to the past can prevent progress and innovation. Section 5. Bad sides. Why some people hate it. Okay, let's be real. The Electoral College has some serious flaws. First, it's undemocratic. You can win the popular vote and still lose, which is insane. Imagine getting the most votes and still not winning the presidency. It just doesn't make sense. It's like ordering a pizza and getting anchovies when you clearly asked for pepperoni. It's frustrating and feels unfair. Second, it gives too much power to swing states. These are states where the vote is always close, so candidates spend all their time and money there. They focus on just a few states and ignore the rest. The rest of us? We're like that weird uncle at Thanksgiving. Nobody wants to talk to us. We feel left out and ignored. Finally, it can discourage people from voting. If you live in a state where your vote doesn't really matter, why bother? It makes people feel like their voice doesn't count, leading to lower voter turnout and less engagement in the democratic process. Section 6. The future of voting. Who knows? So, what's the future of the Electoral College? Honestly, who knows? It's been around for so long, changing it seems impossible. But hey, stranger things have happened. Remember when the Cubs won the World Series? Maybe someday we'll have a system where every vote counts equally. A system that makes sense. A system that doesn't make you want to tear your hair out every 4 years. Until then, we're stuck with the Electoral College. God bless America. But remember, your voice matters. Stay informed, stay engaged, and keep voting. Together, we can shape the future of our democracy. Thanks for watching. See you next time.